Hello everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're building a big, beautiful, red-haired, majestic man. Today, we're building Himiko, but as a dude, or Diluc, with flowers. We are building Argenti himself. I'm excited for this. He's a really cool character, erudition, physical, the first of his kind. He has some really cool abilities, which I want to show off to you guys today. We're going to build him all the way to level 80, get a good light cone for him, get some damn good traces, and try to max him out to his max potential. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Look into Hanya's eyes. That's how I feel when you guys don't subscribe. Blank, distant, nowhere, dark, depressed. So subscribe to the channel. It literally only takes 2 seconds. You go down, you click a little button, and I don't end up looking like Hanya, which I think is a benefit for everybody. So with that all being said, let's get into the video. Okay, Argenti, it's time. But before it is time to build you, we should actually understand the fundamentals of your kit. Because if we don't understand the fundamentals, then how can we know how to build you? Alright, let's review Argenti's kit. If you would like to skip past this part, I will leave a timestamp right now in the video. This will take you past the kit review and into the main build section of the video. But for all those still here with us, let's go and look at Argenti's kit. Argenti can do a lot of things, but his main thing is just dealing a crap ton of damage. He has a basic attack, which you'll never use, and a skill, which hits every single enemy on the field and murders them into a billion pieces. As you can see, he restores his ultimate very, very fast. As you can see, we already have it on the very first turn. It has a very sick animation and kills everything on the field. Now, what makes this ultimate unique? Well, the ultimate has two forms. It has a 90 energy cost form and then a 180 cost form. Most of the time, you're going to want to use the 180 version. You can tell which version of the ultimate you have by looking at the bottom left of the screen at Argenti's profile picture there. You can see he already has his first burst up, the 90 energy, but that little circle on the outside, if we get that to its maximum, we will then have the 180 energy ultimate to use on the enemies. So we wait a little bit there. As you can see, it's charging up. If we use Tingyun's burst, this will also charge up to that 180. And now we have his full burst. And this is the more powerful version of Argenti's burst, which does a crap ton of damage. Oh my goodness. Now that isn't the only thing that's great about Argenti's kit. He gets a ton of buffs. The main one being his Opotheus buff, which links back to his talent. His talent is going to give him more energy and more crit rate for every time you use his basic attack, skill, ultimate. All of this regenerates energy for Argenti. This little skill we do right here, that's going to give us energy, and more energy than we'd usually get. This ultimate that we're about to do, this is going to give us energy. Everything we do gives us energy and gives us crit rate. We can stack this up to a max of 10 times. At level 10, this will give us a total of a 25% crit rate buff. Right now, we're only at level 8, so we're only going to get a max of a 21% buff, but that's still really good. You also have these 3 bonus effects here, which can also help supply you with more Apotheus points, give you more energy, and just overall deal more damage to the enemy. Lots of great bonus effects that Argenti can provide to mainly himself. He's not really a universal character that will give worldwide buffs, but he does have a lot of buffs that'll single target on himself and give him crazy amounts of damage. And one-shot enemies. And that, my friends, is Argenti's kit. Now, why don't we get to building him? We establish how good he is. Now what we have to do, level him up, get him on a good light cone, get him some good traces, relics, all that fun stuff. Let's start by leveling him up. We're going to take him all the way to level 80. Let's start our ascension journey. And just like that, level 80, Argenti. Come on now, level 80. That's what we like to see. And with getting a level 80, you of course get 1, 2, and 3 Star Rail passes, meaning we're going to go and get our guaranteed 5-star on that Stellar War banner. Because if you guys don't know, every time you upgrade your Argenti, you're actually guaranteed to get a 5-star on that standard banner. Not on the first. Usually it's the second. Yeah, most of the times it's that second pull that it gives you the guarantee. Okay. Sometimes it can be a post-op conversation that will happen from time to time. But then usually on that third roll, you get the 5-star you're looking for. You know what? I'm coming so close to getting that extra 5-star. I still don't know who I'm going to get. I have 273 out of 300. I'm so close. I'm still deciding between Bronya, Clara, and Bailu, as those are the 3 I don't have yet. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. Well, with that out the way, Argenti is going to bow to the ground. That is a weird animation. Anyways, now that we have that level 80, next thing we have to worry about is our light cone. Now, we have a lot of options for good Argenti light cones. Our first and obvious best option is going to be his signature light cone, which gives a bunch of crazy buffs, crit damage buffs, ultimate damage buffs, energy buffs. I mean, it's just a crazy amount of buffs. This will be your best in slot without a doubt, followed by other hot dude that is mid, but his light cone isn't mid, because this also gives crit damage buffs, ultimate damage buffs, follow-up attack buffs, which don't matter for Argenti, but is still a really good light cone. However, his best in slot for free-to-plays / low spenders is going to be Today is Another Peaceful Day. That is because the passive for this light cone all works around your max energy. And as we know, Argenti needs a lot of energy because he has 2 separate ultimate abilities. You basically get 0.20% of your energy as a damage buff. At max level, you get 0.40. This is a big damage buff for Argenti specifically. Unfortunately for me though, I don't have it. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's a battle pass light cone. And I just never ended up getting this one from the battle pass because I just kind of forgot about it. However, one I do have for Argenti is Genius's Repose. This increases our attack by 16%, and whenever we defeat an enemy, our crit damage is going to increase by 24% for 3 turns. That's a really nice buff for us. I don't think it's stackable. However, we do have a couple superimpositions for it, so we can get it to superimposition 2 and get a 30% crit damage buff instead. That's really nice. I like this one for him especially. Let's take it as far as we can. I don't know if we can get level 80, but we're going to take it really, really far.
2 seconds later.
And look at that. We have enough for level 80. That's awesome. And now we have a level 80 light cone for our Argenti. That's 2 out of the 3 things we need to do. The next thing is just leveling up all his traces, which is kind of boring. I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, we're coming up on the wit's ends of my keys. We got one more upgrade to do. I think I'm going to upgrade his ultimate, and that's going to leave us at 787. I didn't upgrade his basic attack for the obvious reasons, but I think overall we got some pretty decent talents. I would like to get a little bit more, and if I have any more Trailblaze power, which I do, I think I'm just going to do 1 or 2 more grinds, because I do want to do as much as I can for my Argenti, because I want him to do actual damage. So let's try and defeat some enemies here and see what we can do. And also, while we're here, we might as well try out Argenti. I mean, why not? Nothing lose, nothing gained. We'll throw him with his best support, which I believe is Tingyun, because she regenerates energy for Argenti, so she is very powerful paired with him. And let's go and try to kill some stuff. Now, something to note about Argenti is that he is actually very, very effective for grinding specifically, because he has some of the shortest animations in the entire game. You see that there? That's very quick, very fast, right to the point. We kill the enemy. His ultimate, it's even faster. It's one of the fastest ultimates in the entire game. Takes literally about 0.1 seconds, and everything's already dead. And it's very easy to get it up, and it's extremely spammable. So killing easy mobs is really no problem for Argenti. Now, it's obviously better when you have actual relics on him. Right now, we don't have any relics, so he does basically no damage. But once we get those relics, then we're going to start crushing things. This is kind of like the pre-relic test. Hopefully, we'll be able to do a lot more after we get our relics. As you see, 6,000 damage, not good enough. We're going to have to do a lot more than that. I think with that, we should have enough for one last trace upgrade. We have 4 out of 5. We need literally 1 more. Let me just synthesize 1. There we go. We got 1 more key of wisdom, and we will level up the skill or enhance. I can't decide. We'll do the enhance ability. Level that up to level 8, and there we go. We got all our talents pretty well leveled up. Now that we have all our traces, we have one last terrifying mission, and if you guys know what that is, it's relics. Nobody enjoys doing relics. I never do, although I have been grinding them. and I will tell you guys what his best in slot is. So Argenti's artifacts are pretty straightforward. He uses what you'd expect him to use. Surprise, surprise, physical character, uses the physical set. What a shock, what a revelation. Yes, this is his best in slot set. You can miss and match this though if you don't have the 4-piece champions. You can match it with possibly a 2-piece messenger as well to get that extra speed. You can mix it with a 2-piece musketeer for extra attack. Lots of options, but generally the champion's headgear is going to be your best option. Next, for the planner ornaments, your best in slot is going to be the Firmament Frontline Glamoth. That's a phrase and a half. Well, anyways, this is going to be your best in slot. It increases your attack by 12%, and also based on your speed, you also get more damage buffs. All around, great set for him. Just an enormous boost to all his damage. There's also the option of the Space Sealing Station, which is another good one. It's just a little bit worse than the other Ooga Booga what have you set that I'm not going to try to say the name of again. Rulient Arena is also good, except you're not using his basic attack as much, but it is really easy to reach that 70% crit rate margin because he gets so much crit rate from his talent. And those are about all of the relics that I would suggest for him. Alright, now for my own Argenti, let's talk about relic stats. So for my body, I'm going to want either crit rate or damage, preferably damage because he does get so much crit rate from his traces, and also depending on which light cone you use, you can get even more crit rate or possibly damage, it depends. Luckily for me, I have no crit rate bodies in the champion set. Well, sorry, Shushang. It looks like I won't be using you ever again. Yeah, this is a terrible piece, but I have no other options. Next, for his boots, we're going to want speed, obviously. I have 2 pairs of speed boots. This one has attack and crit damage. Let's see if we can get maybe some good substats on it as well. We're going to take it straight to plus 15. Let's just get a bunch of good stats. 2 crit damage, not too shabby. Unfortunately, we got flat HP on that as well. Not the most optimal. But we're going to end on another crit damage. We'll take that. 22 crit damage, not too shabby. We're going to put this right on my Argenti. Next up, for our orb, we're of course going to want physical damage bonus. I did happen to get one in that Glamoth set. It has a bit of speed, a bit of attack. We only really want those 2 stats. Let's see if we can get them. Ooh, 8 speed. I like that. That's really good, actually. 8 speed. Can we get 10? Attack percent, not too shabby. We'll take that, actually. That is a very, very solid piece for him. I'm happy with that one. No crit stats, but we got a lot of speed. That's really nice. Especially since we're using the Glamoth set, we're going to need 135 speed to get that extra damage bonus. Now last for the rope, you have 2 options of either energy recharge or attack percent. I personally just suggest going with whichever one has better subs for you. For me, it's going to be this attack percent rope, which has crit rate and damage as 2 different subs on the piece. So if we hit it a lot, we're in a very good situation. Okay, 2 crit rate, not bad. 2 crit rate, 1 defense. Not the worst thing in the world. 2 more stats. Come on. Oh, come on. That's really good. That is a very good piece. 11 crit rate, 12 crit damage. That is really solid. We're going to put that right on our Argenti. Awesome. We got a 4-piece physical set along with a 2-piece Glamoth. That's going to give us 60 crit rate to 96 crit damage. Not my best split in the world. Definitely would like a lot more crit damage on there. We were able to hit 136 speed, however, which is very nice. 3000 attack, which is really good too, along with 28% effect hit rate, which I definitely did not need. But whatever, I think we ended up with a pretty decent Argenti. I'm pretty happy with his build, and I think it's time to take him for one last little spin. So let's head over to the parlor car, go to that Forgotten Hall, and give him one last try. Here we go, Argenti, your final ascended version, the best version of you we have. Let's take you into floor 6, I think, of Memory of Chaos. Then we have an opponent with a physical weakness, and they match your level, so you'll do equal amount of damage to them. Perfect. Not gonna lie, seeing Himiko and Argenti right next to each other on the character select screen is really throwing me off because they literally look the exact same. Anyways, Argenti. We'll pair him with Ting Yun. As we've established, Ting Yun is a very good support for him. Just for the fun of it, I'm also going to throw Yukong in there just to give us even more buffs. And then we're also throwing Gepard for a bit of a shield as well. And let's get her going. Here we go. I'm excited. So we'll do Gepard shield, Ting Yun, Argenti days, and then let's go in. It's our time. I'm ready. We're just going to give Argenti every single buff we have. So we start off Ting Yun buff. There we go. Yukong buff. Another Ting Yun buff. Come on. And then after this hit here, we'll have our ultimate up. And now we do crazy amounts of damage. Watch this. 160k. Every enemy's dead. Oh my gosh, Argenti. Calm down. Oh my goodness. Imagine if we had the Yukong burst up too. He would have destroyed the boss probably. Oh my goodness. That is just not fair. Okay, we need to try that one more time. Okay, we need to support him again. And then we're going to do Yukong support into the Yukong burst. And then we're going to use his ultimate again. Come on. Let's go. Boom! 25k. Oh, that wasn't his second level of his ultimate. That was the first level. Also, there was a lot less enemies. But we were able to kill that enemy off. We got one more left to do. AoE attack. Nice. We need to restore all that energy for you, Argenti. Restore it all. Protect you a little bit with that Gepard shield. We're going to reset the Ting Yun E. Do your AoE attack. Now we're going to need your support for the burst. Oh, shoot. I did the level 1 burst. It's fine. We can do 2 level 1 bursts in a row. That means it does the same amount of damage, right? Because 1 plus 1 is 2. I think that maths out. Use the skill again. Break this guy. Come on. Boom. Use the level 90. Honestly, I just like spamming the level 1 burst. That seems a lot more fun to me. I know the other one is more powerful, but spamming the first one is becoming a lot more fun. Okay. Restore the burst again. We keep spamming it. We never stop. Get him. Nice crit. Oh god, he has allies. Well, this is why we have Argenti, so we can kill all the allies. We got that Argenti burst going, and now we just kill everything. You spawned in allies, that's cool. They're dead. Almost. It's okay, they'll die this time. Now, they're dead. Oh my goodness, we just won the fight. Well, that's Argenti for you. He is a strong unit. Kill stuff easily. Multiple bursts. I would like to get him a little more crit damage on my own personal build, but even with this somewhat mediocre build, I mean, we were destroying things. I'm happy with my Argenti build. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to see you all in the next one. Peace.